Bikini Bottom, the whimsical underwater town where talking sponges live in pineapples, squids play clarinets, and crabs run highly profitable burger joints. Sounds like paradise, right? Wrong. Bikini Bottom is a toxic, post-apocalyptic wasteland disguised as a vibrant undersea community. Beneath the bright colors and cheerful residents lies an environmental horror show that would make even the most hardened environmentalist weep. Let's unpack this aquatic catastrophe layer by toxic layer. The houses are made of literal garbage. Take a stroll through Bikini Bottom, and you'll notice something odd about the architecture. SpongeBob lives in a rotting, discarded pineapple from the surface. Think about it. Pineapples don't grow in the ocean. Someone tossed their fruit waste overboard, and SpongeBob said, "Home sweet home." Then there's Squidward's tiki head, which looks like it came straight out of a failed beach resort liquidation sale. Patrick lives under a rock. A literal rock, not a custom-built dwelling, just a boulder he plopped himself under. And Mr. Krabs? He lives in a rusted anchor. A rusted anchor. Who thought this was a good idea? It's not architecture. It's marine dumpster diving. Trash theme park. Everyone loves Glove World, but let's call it what it is. A landfill-themed amusement park. A theme park based entirely on gloves? That's not whimsical, it's horrifying. These gloves are clearly Surface World's surgical glove waste, probably discarded during some mass medical cleanup. And what do they do with all this toxic refuse? They turn it into rides, attractions, and balloons. All those happy kids running around, chewing glove-flavored ice cream, and riding the glove coaster? They're essentially playing in a toxic dumping ground. Those glove balloons? Inflated biohazards waiting to pop. Imagine taking your kids to a park made entirely of used syringes and saying, "Have fun." That's what's happening here, people. The flower clouds are radioactive fallout. You've seen those cheerful flower-shaped clouds in Bikini Bottom sky, right? They look cute, but they're not natural. Clouds aren't supposed to be shaped like daisies. These are clearly the result of radioactive fallout or some underwater nuclear testing gone horribly wrong. Bikini Bottom likely sits downstream from a secret oceanic nuclear facility, and those flower clouds are the visible side effect of years of radioactive contamination. When SpongeBob looks up and says, "What a beautiful day," he's actually marveling at floating death clouds. The Krusty Krab is a cannibalism machine. The Krusty Krab isn't just a restaurant. It's a grim symbol of undersea cannibalism. For starters, the building itself is an old lobster trap. Mr. Krabs didn't build it. He found it and turned it into a burger joint. That's like opening a steakhouse inside a slaughterhouse. And what's on the menu? Krabby Patties. The name alone should give you pause. Krabby, like crabby. As in, are we eating crabs? The secret formula might just be crab's own relatives. Add in the fact that this place is made of rusting metal, and you've got a restaurant that's one tetanus infection away from being condemned. Add Goo Lagoon is a toxic oil slick. Goo Lagoon isn't water. It's not even close to water. It's goo, thick, shiny, sticky goo. What is goo, you ask? It's oil, plain and simple. Bikini Bottom residents are sunbathing, swimming, and playing volleyball in an unfiltered petroleum spill. The lagoon should have EPA hazard signs plastered all over it, but instead, it's a popular hangout spot. Have you ever noticed how everyone who leaves Goo Lagoon looks extra shiny? That's not a healthy glow. It's a layer of crude oil coating their skin. They're not getting tans, they're getting toxins. The Chum Bucket, ground zero for gross. Plankton's Chum Bucket is more than just a failing restaurant. It's a biohazard site. Chum is ground-up fish remains, which means Plankton is trying to sell cannibalism in a cup. No wonder no one eats there. But what happens to all the leftover chum? Plankton isn't running a waste disposal service. He's likely dumping it right back into the ocean, adding yet another layer of contamination to Bikini Bottom's already toxic waters. The Chum Bucket isn't just a bad restaurant. It's an environmental threat. Wildlife is mutating. The wildlife in Bikini Bottom isn't normal. Jellyfish are overly aggressive, clams are unreasonably large, and don't even get me started on the talking fish. Ever wonder why the residents can talk, drive, and hold jobs? It's not evolution, it's mutation. Decades of radiation, pollution, and toxic waste have altered these creatures' DNA. The jellyfish are aggressive, the clams are unreasonably large, and let's not even get started on the talking sea creatures. Ever wonder why fish can walk and talk here? It's probably because they've been exposed to decades of toxic waste. The citizens of Bikini Bottom aren't just quirky, they're the result of generations of mutation. SpongeBob might seem like a lovable sponge, but in reality, he's a walking, talking reminder of humanity's environmental negligence. Bikini Bottom doesn't have factories, supply chains, or shipping hubs. What they do have is a steady influx of garbage from the surface world. Whether it's from careless littering or shipwrecks, human trash finds its way to the ocean floor, and the residents have adapted by turning it into everyday essentials. Humans are the unintentional suppliers of Bikini Bottom's goods. Every piece of litter, discarded item, or sunken ship is a new resource for these underwater scavengers. Lost a shoe overboard? Congratulations, it's now a lamp in some fish's living room. Tossed out an old TV? That's Bikini Bottom's latest home entertainment system. Even their furniture often looks like it's made from recycled human items like old cans, pipes, or car parts. To us, human trash is waste. To Bikini Bottom residents, it's treasure. A rusty tin might seem useless to you, but to them, it's a planter, a hat, or even a musical instrument. Their ability to repurpose human junk shows a level of optimism and creativity that we could all learn from. To the residents of Bikini Bottom, surface world objects are fascinating artifacts. It's a town built on trash, pollution, and denial. From radioactive clouds to homes made of garbage, everything about this place screams environmental disaster. So the next time you watch SpongeBob SquarePants, just remember, those flower clouds are toxic, Goo Lagoon is an oil slick, and Glove World is built on garbage. Bikini Bottom isn't paradise. It's a cautionary tale wrapped in a soggy Krabby Patty.